Hi friends. I just wanted to share. My name is Ina Irby. I've recently disassociated myself as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'm not a therapist, I'm not a life coach. I enjoy this. It says, just for today, I will have a quiet half hour all by myself and relax. And to find 30 minutes, right? Because we're pretty scheduled people, and we have to be because it's crazy in this world. And we have to make a living. But I've been reading some Facebook posts, especially for ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're really scared about the things around them, especially those in Australia, because of all the fires that are happening. I actually didn't even know that was happening until I looked at my Facebook posts. One of the comments was, is this Armageddon? And I can assure you that's not how it's going to be. We're going to suffer. We see suffering. We've seen it for years, for decades, for centuries. We've seen suffering. And I think that you can get scared and say, oh my gosh, it's because I've left the organization that these bad things are happening to me in my life, or Armageddon is coming. I encourage you to unplug, get off the television, get off the news, anything that causes fear. Take that quiet time for yourself and unplug. Get off the phone. We don't always have to look at our Facebook posts. We don't always have to see what's going on. In fact, I try very hard not to do that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. There's not a whole lot that we can do about it. It's scary. We can do the best that we can individually, right? But we can't save the world. We can't. And don't be afraid. Those words are powerful. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the future. Don't be afraid. When we leave, right, there's a lot of fear. And we don't have a lot of people to calm us down and say, look, everything is going to be okay. But everything is going to be okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Fear puts us in a position where either you, fight or flight, but it also takes power away. So don't look at the news. Don't look at those things. Take quiet time for yourself. For those who are still faithful, we pray, right? And we pray for others. And don't forget to pray for others. But there's not a whole lot we can do. And when it says, just sit quietly in the midst of turmoil. So by sitting quietly in the midst of turmoil, I find that I'm not alone. And we're not alone. We're going to suffer together. The boat's going down, we're going down with it. Doesn't matter if you have a golden toilet. It's all going to go down. Doesn't matter if you have a golden toilet. I told that to an elder once. He had a nice lifestyle. Well, he's all those people at the Kingdom Hall, they're going to get it too. My husband just reminded me to remember the Philippines. He's like, the brothers and sisters went to the Kingdom Hall and 23 of them died there because there was some crazy weather problem. So, just because you're one of Jehovah's Witnesses doesn't mean you're going to get saved. And I've heard of people in Russia, brothers and sisters, they went out in field service, right? And they got bombed. The family got bombed. Now they were doing what you're supposed to be doing, or what they say we're supposed to be doing is preaching, right, to people. To me, that it's put salt in people's wounds and go from door to door. And no, I don't. And now, no. With you're gonna die if you're not one of Jehovah's Witnesses. You really gonna do that? You really gonna do that? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not what Jesus would do if he was on the earth. If you just look at that kind man and what he did the opposite of everything that we see our religious leaders do. It's ridiculous. Or say. So just don't be fearful. Don't be afraid. and it's a ripple effect. We're all affecting each other. So how we think and how we perceive the world helps each other. So do that positive thing for somebody. If you're suffering, go get a hug. Don't suffer by yourself. Talk to somebody. If you're afraid, go talk to somebody. There's someone out there for you. Even if it is somebody that you don't know. It's been the most profound experience for me. It's the people that I don't even know. It's not my friends because they're not around. They're not people that I've known for 30 years. They're not around. It's the people I meet on the street, and that we share a human experience, and that take that quiet time for yourself. If you don't believe in God, take the quiet time for yourself. If you have family, get your kids around you. Get a book. You don't want to read anything too spiritual? Fine. Get a book. Get a book. Get a book. These books are amazing. I am Najud. This woman went through a lot. This young girl. Powerful people that live here on the earth that can help us get through difficult things. And there's human experience in that. Go to the library. You see a lot of people in the library, and share a human experience. Don't be by yourself. And if it means going to help, go to your local fire station. Make some cookies. Tell them how much you're grateful for their hard work. These people are amazing. All the firefighters down in Australia, all those first responders, thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Say thank you. That makes a difference. That makes such a difference. It makes a difference to your soul, and they really hear it. They need to hear that. They're risking their lives daily. So go say thank you. It'll make you feel good. I promise it'll make you feel good. And it'll make them feel good. So all those first responders in Australia and firefighters, thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. I appreciate it. The human race thanks you. And anyone who's helping right now, thank you very much for your hard work, your dedication, and helping the human race. So, for all those ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, don't be afraid. Those words are powerful. Don't be afraid. And don't go back. Please don't go back because you're afraid. Don't go back. Don't go back. Stay with the human race who wants to not be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay, I love you all. Thank you for coming on my journey. Follow your bliss.